on the big loop, contact and soft capture complete. Attenuation in progress.
And liftoff. Pogo bleed verification.
Good morning, everyone. Here from the Matagorda Space Center here in Texas. You're looking at a live view of the Endeavor rocket standing tall at our launch complex, awaiting for its fourth flight to space. I am Caden. I am the owner of Exodus Airspace. I'm also joined by Aiden here, the head media and broadcasting department. Thank you for joining us today as we prepare for our fourth flight and the final flight of Endeavor V1.1 and standing tall at our launch pad, as we will be launching 4 DogeSats towards a low Earth orbit. Currently checking no issues on the vehicle or the rocket. Range, weather, vehicle is a go. No major issues are currently popping up. Just tracking those upper level winds down east in the eastern direction. With that, we are good to go for an on-time liftoff at the start of our window at 1:30 p.m. CT.
Now, today is a very important day for the entire team of Expedition Aerospace, as this will be, I believe, one of the, I'm not sure if it's the biggest launch of Endeavor that's flying in terms of kilograms, but yeah, today will be 4 DogeSats launching into space by DAPA, Doge Aerospace Partnership Agency. That's a big agency by the Netherlands, and I own it. Me, that Space Doge guy, owns that group. And 4 DogeSats launching, DogeSat 10, 11, 12, and 13. And these will bring high precision GPS data and high resolution space imagery, which is very important for our tech nerds at DAPA as well, because that will come in handy.
Yeah, very come in handy. Like I said, DogeSat has launched once on Endeavor's first flight. One DogeSat pitched a ride on Endeavor Flight 1, successfully reaching towards its target orbit and low Earth orbit. And now DAPA has partners Exodus Airspace to launch DogeSat on board Endeavor on today's flight. Now, as we're counting down towards T0, as a live view of Endeavor standing tall at our launch complex, LC-1 in Matagorda, let's go and take a look at that rocket there. The rocket stands around 45 meters tall, standing with 8 engines, 7 on the first stage and 1 on the upper stage. And to the first stage, stage 1, holds both methane and liquid oxygen, and it's powered by 7 resilient 1A engines. This will be the final time we're actually going to be using the resilient 1A engines on Endeavor, as they will be upgraded with Endeavor version 2 for the resilient 1B engine. On the upper stage, our second stage holds around a single resilient vac engine. That resilient vac engine will deliver the 4 satellites towards its target orbit with 2 burns per day's mission. Today's mission will last to around T plus 15 minutes and 46 seconds before deploy. Now our next event is the go, no-go poll, so we're going to go and listen in towards the mission control As we're coming up on the final go no go for the next flight.
OSM.
OSM is go.
RC.
RC is go.
ESR.
ESR go.
AC.
AC is go.
PLI.
PLI is go.
BMD.
BMD is go.
GC, LC1, LC2, initiate final configurations for terminal count. Report when ready for pre-terminal count gate checks.
GC cut. LC2 copies. LC1 copy.
There it is. We're gonna go pull. We are go for launch at this time. Really good this time. Flight Director Nolan Morris now confirming we are go to proceed with today's terminal count. Time from 5 minutes till launch of Endeavor. We're coming to terminal count, and we are now in terminal count. Now it's going to start getting real here. The vehicle is now going to start preparing for today's flight, carrying 4 DogeSats towards low Earth orbit. Currently tracking no major issues. Next event will be Stromback in the next retract in the next 10 seconds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And that Stromback provides
Stromback
pretty
retract
important
start.
things for the rocket. And there you see the clamps of the Stromback now retracting.
Stage 2 locks closed out.
This holds the rocket all the way starting from rollout position in the VAB behind the rocket, and then it slowly moves horizontally to its launch pad and then being placed vertically. Now you see the arms of the Stromback retract here, and the clamps also earlier holding the rocket in place because you don't want it to tip over or anything.
Gas launch closed out.
So now it's things are getting real here. The vehicle is now coming alive as we're currently coming up here on launch. And we're at T-minus 45 seconds, expecting that final go from the launch director. That'll give us the final go to proceed with today's launch. In case of anything popping up at around before T-minus 1 minute, we have a gate check at T-minus 50 seconds to top off the vehicle, fix pressurization, or just fix any issues during terminal count. Once that gate check is go, if we pass that gate check, we can always reset back towards T-minus 50 seconds before launch, in case anything happens. Once the deluge system activates, there's no going back. Once that deluge system activates and we trigger a vehicle or any ground station triggers the hold.
Stage 1 lock float is complete.
That will result in automatic scrub for the day.
Now we just heard stage 1 lock flow complete, I believe.
Yep, stage 1
So
lock
that-
flow is now complete.
that's
Still under
complete.
3 minutes. Yep. 3 minutes. There's a little under 3 minutes to go. Vehicle's right now venting. Keeping pressurization in those tanks. Injection
Yeah,
of
that's really
venting
neat.
on both the methane and LOX tank on first stage. Venting will stop at T-minus 10 seconds as we prepare for launch. Also at T-minus 10 seconds to see that deluge system activate. At T-minus 2 seconds, we expect the ignition sequence. At T0, expect the 4 clamps at the bottom there to release. And hopefully we're going to see a beautiful liftoff from Endeavor today.
Yes, that will be the 4th flight of Endeavor for the people just joining.
Yes, 4th flight of Endeavor with 2 minutes to go. At T-minus 1 minute expected startup. Now T-minus 2 minutes. Everything looking good. Currently, we've topped off all the propellant on the vehicle.
Stage 2 lock float is complete.
There we go.
There
Stage
is
2 LOX. Stage 2 LOX mode is now complete. The vehicle is now fully loaded with the propellant it needs for launch today. Now, as we prepare for liftoff before DogeSats, everything is go. We have listened in towards mission control, tracking no issues on the vehicle.
Ground gas closeouts.
There's a ground gas closeouts there. Now as we prepare for liftoff today, T-minus 1 minute expecting startup. We're currently going through ground gas closeouts, expecting a lot of venting there. That's coming up in T-minus 1 minute, which is startup, which is where the onboard computers will take over the vehicle. We're going to also arm the flight termination system and get the vehicle ready for the day's liftoff.
Yep.
Start up.
And there we go,
Startup.
startup. This vehicle is now in startup.
It's really getting alive here, as we can see.
Now 50 seconds. Now we're going to listen in towards the rocket. We're going to listen in. Godspeed Endeavor. Godspeed DAPA. Godspeed DogeSat. And here we
Good
go.
luck.
Farewell, Endeavor version 1.
LD is go for launch.
T-minus 30 seconds. Stage 2, press for flight. Configured for flight. T-minus 15 seconds. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. And liftoff. Go Endeavor. Go DogeSat. Cruise director, change approaching nominal.
Pitching downrange.
Power, only nominal. Acquisition signal from the system.
Endeavor liftoff. 155 for Endeavor version 1.1. The vehicle has cleared the pad on the 7 resilient 1A engines. Currently heading downrange.
Acquisition signal Houston.
Vehicle is looking good on the 7 resilient 1A engine. Everything looking good so far.
Absolutely beautiful flight, coming up to T+1 minute. Beautiful takeoff there, and everything going well. Beautiful views from the first stage.
Absolutely. Perfect. The next event will be Nico managing cutoff. Separate 2 stages.
Back over started.
Engine shown at second stage has started.
Yes.
Next event, Nico, organizing company, boy past through Mach 2 and nothing other than look on Nico.
Here we go.
This will take you in the next 20 seconds.
Pretty long first stage burn, but that's really needed to get this to orbit. Here we go.
Stage 2 ignition confirmed.
Stage 2. Okay. There it is. Beautiful stage separation. Now the second engine igniting. Beautiful flame there. You can see a little bit of the exhaust of the second stage as well. Bit of smoke. So that's all normal because it's now in the higher parts of the atmosphere. So pretty much a vacuum in space. So
Yep.
there it is.
Now first stage is now making its way towards impact with the Gulf. Second stage now carrying next man is fairing separation actually coming up here in the next couple of seconds.
And that will reveal
And there it goes. There goes the fairing.
4 DogeSats in space.
Incredible views there for the team.
Yeah.
That is beautiful views there. The 4 DogeSats are now exposed into the vacuum of space.
I believe
Now, next one is the first stage, impact with the Gulf.
that will take a little bit. But trust me, it will be very cool.
It's around the same time as the launch before Endeavor Flight 3. And this is also the last time we're launching Endeavor version 1.1.
Yeah.
After this, we're going to start modifying LC1 for Endeavor version 2, which is expected to inaugurate sometime in April or March. Beautiful views here.
Those 5 minutes for DogeSats operating. Well, not operating yet, but they're doing normal right now. And there's a second stage view propelling these 4 DogeSats to low Earth orbit.
Yep.
I can believe DAPA mission control, because they have a mission control. They will be very happy right now with what they're seeing. And there we see the first stage.
The first stage now making its way back towards the Gulf.
To the Gulf, yes.
Yep. Coming up there on the impact with the Gulf here at around 2 plus 7 minutes and 15 seconds. Expecting that impact with the Gulf. That should be coming up here pretty soon here. We should be getting views from it. Let's see if we can get some beautiful drone shots here.
Shots.
Let's see if we can get some beautiful drone shots here, everyone.
Are you controlling? I bet you the drone shots will be very, very cool.
Yep, they will. I almost. First stage now making its way.
Here we go. Look at the view there. Oh my goodness.
No.
It's coming down hot.
Absolutely incredible views on board from our first stage.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And there it is. There's that first stage. You can see that that's beautiful. You can still see the frost line on it. That frost line from flight. You can next see there the pins that actually separate the 2 stages. Let's make it way towards impact. And impact.
And boom.
Congratulations to the entire team on a successful impact with the Gulf. Now, on to second stage.
Yep, second stage events.
Seco. Second stage engine cut off. And shot to second stage, and then we're gonna coast for a couple of minutes. We like that second stage right to a single second burn, and then she will circularize the orbit of that first stage. We turn up for the second stage. We're gonna circularize the orbit of the second stage. This will come up in the next minute. In the next 45 seconds, actually. Looking at second stage engine to shut off. Its first burn.
Once again, then there will be a coast for a couple of minutes. And then we'll have the second burn will last 3 seconds. That's quick.
Just 15 seconds of second Seco.
shut down.
It's back shut down.
And now, with that, we're gonna go and coast here for the next couple of minutes. We'll be back at around T plus 12 minutes for the second burn. We'll be back here shortly. And enjoy the tunes. And if you're just joining us, welcome to the webcast of Endeavor Flight 4, launching 4 DogeSats to low Earth orbit. If you joined us, we had a successful on-time liftoff at the start of our window. Vehicle successfully cleared the pad on all 7 resilient 1A engines. The stage is successfully separated. We successfully completed our first burn for the second stage. And now we're coming up on our second burn here in the next around 35 seconds. Expecting that second stage to relight. This is only a second burn. This is just to circularize and get the payloads towards their correct orbit. After that, we're gonna go ahead and just wait there for around a couple of minutes for payload deploy. We'll come here on the relight that second stage in around 10 seconds. I should be coming up here shortly.
And there it is.
And relay and shutdown. The second stage. And that now puts the DogeSats in towards their orbit. Congrats to the entire team.
Indeed. Planned
now
orbit.
we're going to wait here. We're not going to put on music right now, but we're going to wait here until 15 minutes and 46 seconds.
I do want to explain a little bit about the DogeSats because we also have post-deployment stuff. So the deployment will be at 15 minutes and 46 seconds into the count. Then at 23 minutes after the flight, we will have solar panel extending. Now, I know it's like, and then at 29 minutes and 46 seconds, we will have the camera and radars activate. And at 30 minutes and 46 seconds into flight, we'll have the satellite enabled, and the service will begin for all 4 DogeSats. So that will be great.
Yep. Now coming up on that deployment in the next minute. That should deploy in the next minute here. Separate the 4 satellites in towards their curve, hopefully the correct orbit. We confirm we're in a nominal orbital insertion, confirmed by launch director.
Now we will not have live views after deployment, so that will just happen. Probably get confirmation on the X page from DogeSat for confirmation of all 4 DogeSats successfully in service, and that will probably come in probably 45 minutes after launch.
Coming up on 30 seconds away from that deployment.
Yes.
Of the 4 DogeSats, like they'll deploy in a sequence. They'll all deploy in 4 seconds, 1 each second, and they'll all drift away towards their lowest orbit. So that's coming up in the next 10 seconds deployment. So we're gonna listen in.
Here we go.
Payload deploy confirmed.
Look at that.
All 4 DogeSats have separated.
Now a bit of Roblox lag, as you can see, but there it is.
And with that, we're going to be closing out our webcast here, as this is the mission now complete. We would like to thank the Doge Partnership Agency for entrusting us with their panel for today. We would like to thank the FAA, Range, and National Weather Service for supporting for today's mission. And we'd like to thank you for joining for today's mission of the first Expedition Aerospace launch of 2026 and the first Row Space launch of 2026. We're glad to be hosting that. And we're glad to be here. So, we're going to send you off. We'll be back for Endeavor Flight 5 with the first ever launch of Endeavor version 2. We're going to hopefully attempt that booster landing and hopefully nail that landing on the chances are never 0. So, we back? And thank you for joining with us.
Yep.
On the big loop, contact and soft capture complete. Attenuation in progress. And